Coming up next, Weeknight with Ellie Muller. That's right, it's coming up next on the one and only Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it. From the gorgeous YouTube Dome Show! Hey, did you get your money? You did? Okay, well, then let's have a good time. It's Weeknight with Ellie Muller. And now, the man who's going to talk about money tonight. Wait, should I be concerned? Nah, it's the end of the week. Let's just relax and have a good time, huh? He is the one and only Mr. Ali Gangi Muller. Hi, welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ali Gangi Muller. What's up? Alright, the theme song was composed by Dr. Method's Piano, Toys Gaming Spot, Candy Bar Tunes, Christian Freighties, Mild Shocker, and GD Cube, the YouTuber aka GD Cube, are responsible for most of the things that you will see here on this program tonight, and they are pretty much all about Shoutout Spotlight tonight. Along with Eva Amity, Dragon Ball Level 2004, hopefully she will return to this program very, very soon, and Pierre Kelly. Please check all those people out. Now, I have found this week's Count of the Week winner. You'll find out who that person is later on in the program. But first, it's time for us to find out what's up. Here we go. What's up with money? Everyone needs it. Of course, you are going to look weird. You fight with someone about money every single day. Now, listen to this, alright? A couple earns $28,000 a month, but that same couple is also fighting about and over money. Wait a minute. They now have 28,000 more problems this month. Do they really need to fight over money? I mean, come on. And hey, how do you save money? Well, here's a list of tips from the BBC. Now listen to these tips, folks. Look at your finances, check your accounts, ask questions, and set up a freedom fund. Okay, now call CNBC because I think the BBC stole a few tips from Susie Osmond. Oh boy, it's time for another top 8 list, folks. MP, you're ready, and let's do it. You got it, boss. Tonight's category, top 8 questions about money that can easily start an argument. Number 8, how much do you make an hour? Number 7, what can we buy with $10,000? Number 6, how much money have you saved over the past 18 months? Number 5, are we going out to eat or do we have to eat coins again? Number 4, do you have to spend every last dollar on that big hat? Number 3, why did I find $8,000 in our car? Number 2, why did I find so many gold coins in our basement? And number 1, you know that I made $45,000 last year? Well, that was pretty awkward. Alright, MP, I know. Just relax this weekend, alright? Thank you very much. You know what, hashtag Weeknight Update, hashtag Ellen Roll for Late Night, hashtag Ellen Roll for Adults, hashtag Spread Around, and hashtag Autism is Awesome. Get those hashtags around social media, please. And do I like this thing, subscribe, and around share, you can tap the comment section down below. Wherever you please, do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the in-between monologue, Toy Story, this week's Count of the Week winner, a moment for everyone, talking time, random advice, and a few other things. Remember, this is still Weeknight Update, and now here it is, your bottom line.
You think you tough? Oh yeah. No.
Stay away from me, man! from TV Land, the every night good TV brand for your viewing delight. It's Nick at Night.
Hey, here's a good price on carpeting.
Does it include the padding and installation?
Nah, but don't worry, honey. We can install it ourselves. Easy.
Don't do it.
Honey, this is going to be a piece of cake. Now, here's what we'll do.
You'll be sorry.
Okay, honey, you take hold there. And I'll get this.
Lots of companies that advertise carpeting don't include padding and installation. And that's okay if you're a real do-it-yourselfer. You might even have some fun.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Empire includes not only polyfoam padding, but professional installation as well. Plus, delivery in 3 or 4 days, sooner if you need it. Plus a Bissell shampooer with 2 rooms, plus a free t-shirt with any order. Plus, with your good credit, no installment payment for 60 days.
I know. We can put the couch here.
You should have called Empire.
588-2300 Empire.
Tiger puts arcade action in the palm of your hand. Games like Paperboy. Steer your bike through a 7-day paper route in the jungles of suburbia. Pick up and throw newspapers, avoid obstacles, and add subscribers while breaking scoring records and windows. Also available, Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man 2, Double Dragon 2, and Super Sprint. Tiger LCD video games. Video excitement in the palm of your hand.
Welcome back to Weeknight Update. Oh yeah! Hey, it's time for the in-between monologue. Here we go. As you can obviously tell, this episode of Weeknight Update is all about money. That's right, it's not easy to get, but it's definitely an easy thing to do a show about. Coins have been around since 700 BC, but paper money didn't start appearing until many years later in China. Of course, if you have so many coins, then you will be able to have some paper money. So what's the difference? Now, money is definitely hard to get these days. And jobs are even harder to find. Well, I guess you have to start making content on social media now, huh? Now, if you decide to retire right now with $1.5 million, then you can withdraw $60,000 every year. Of course, you might have to live on a budget every year for the rest of your life, but what can you do? And finally, it's kind of odd that I'm talking to you folks about money, because a few weeks ago, I talked to you folks about coins, and that episode got a lot of attention. So I guess people love shows that deal with money. Whatever happened to Wall Street Week on PBS? Hey, it's time for Tori's story. All right, Tori, what's tonight's story?
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here. And welcome back to Tori's Story. So the next story I'm going to be telling you is about money. Money. And here's the story. Sam has a budding career in finance, while Jessica is still finishing up graduate school in healthcare. Sam and I meet at a conference, and he told me a bit of his story. Sam told me that Mom is my lifeline and still works as a nurse. My father had a successful business, but was always stressed about money. Then in 2008, his business failed and he has never been the same. Sam and I talk a bit further and it is clear to me he is both excited about his future life together with his wife to be and very anxious. He can't say that he is anxious, but I can tell by the pace of his story, which reveals his anxiety. Sam tells me Jessica likes to spend without thinking about the cost of anything. As a finance guy, he knows this is problematic, but he is feeling uncertain about what to do. Sam expresses that he would like Jessica to set up an emergency fund, but she won't talk about it. It leaves me curious about Jessica's experiences with life and money that causes her to avoid talking about money with Sam. I know there is so much more to this story. The end. That's the story about money. So stay tuned where I do the next one. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Tori. That was an excellent story. Yes. I will have a moment for everyone in a few moments. But first, it's time to find out who won this week's Comment of the Week Challenge.
Well, it's the end of a week. That means that it's time for Ellie Muller to answer the question that the world has been asking since the beginning of a week. What's the comment of the week? What are you waiting for, Ellie? Let's get this over with.
Thanks a lot, Question for ATs. This week's Comment of the Week question was, would you rather have a truckload of money or a boat filled with cockroaches and clocks? Anthony Shoutout Spotlight in the opening said that he would rather have a boat filled with cockroaches and clocks. Apparently, he chose the second option because he loves clocks. I see. Mason Wrigley said he would rather choose a truckload of money. Now that's a smart decision because money is actually great and it's not disgusting. Of course, Mason said, it depends on the manner and the matter, whatever. Anyway, Mason Wrigley, you have won this week's Comment of the Week Challenge. Congratulations. We'll try this again next week.
Well, Ellie Muller has found the comment of the week. So, what does that mean? Well, that means that it's time to move on with the rest of the show. So let's go.
Congratulations, Mason Wrigley. All right, here we go. We are getting some new winners now. Yes. Now, let's go over the Grasshopper of the Year rankings as of right now. Are we? In first place is Anthony Shoutout Spotlight in opening with 1,281 points. Pierre Kelly is still in second place with 590 points. Philip Gibson is in third with 259 points, and he is tied with Candy Bar Tunes. Yellow Belly Creek is not too far behind with 74 points. TCNMF, CEO of the Web2 Network, is still hanging on with 59 points. And the Vero Media Studios Do Not Terminate or Hack, Mason Wrigley, and Roberta Henley all have 37 points right now. Woo! The competition is starting to get fierce. And by the way, I had to include Roberta Henley this time around because Roberta Henley participated, at least once this year. So there you go. Hey, let's have a moment for everyone, huh? As you already know, this episode of Weeknight Update is all about money. I know, money is a touchy subject to talk about because it is very hard to get money these days. But let me tell you something. Money isn't everything. If it was, then there wouldn't be a need for the simpler things in life. After all, the best things in life are free. Wait, are they really free? I mean, it's hard to really know for sure if the best things in life are really free or not. I mean, money is hard to get these days. And while some people can get things very easily, others are having a hard time getting the things that everyone needs. Now, this is not a speech about anything that will stress anybody out. I know that you have heard too many stressful speeches from too many people over the years. And some of those speeches came from all the major late-night TV talk shows on the major late-night talk shows on TV. This is a speech about how we shouldn't care so much about money when the less fortunate can't even afford to buy a roof over their head. Folks, I'm very worried about the future of our planet right now. Money is one of the main things that we shouldn't be upset about. And yet, more people are upset about money than they are about anything else. I mean, people, when will we as a society learn how to be selfless and kind? We are approaching the holiday season. Don't you think that we should be kinder towards one another? I definitely think so. And I definitely think so. And I also think that we should help the less fortunate out immediately. So please, help the less fortunate be successful so that we can get the things that we're getting. So please help the less fortunate be successful so that they can get the things that we're getting. Together we can get this planet back on the right track. So let's work together and make things right before it's too late. Now, folks, I believe that it's talking time. Let's go. You have a woman named Ellen and a man named Edward. They got together and they started making $28,000 a month, which rounds out, that's right, they make $28,000 a month, which for those of you who have calculators out, that amounts to $336,000 a year. Of course, they still fight over money. They fight over money and they fight about money. Now, they talked about it on a recent podcast with someone named Ramit Sethi, and they did not use their last name. All right? Now, Edward was scared because he didn't want to go back to being poor, and Ellen is happy about making a lot of money because she wants the freedom to reasonably spend, their money without asking for permission. Wow. Now that's what I call a yin-yang situation. Of course, the BBC, came up with 4 tips on how you should spend and save your money. All right, number one, look at when you spend your money. If you are spending money at the wrong time, then maybe you should change your schedule. So that way you can actually focus on saving and not so much on spending. Oh boy. Number 2, spend an hour a week on your finances. In other words, look at how much you're making and how much you are spending. 3, ask questions. All right, that seems simple enough. And finally, set up a freedom fund. It's not the same thing as your retirement fund and things like that. Wow. That was, wow. Oh boy. You know what, folks? I have said a mouthful, but I know that you folks need some random advice. So, here's some random advice for the weekend. If you save a little money every day, then you will be ready for Christmas. Of course, in order to get everything that you need this year and next year, you will need at least $400,000. Don't think that money is everything when it isn't. If you are focused on money, then you won't be able to enjoy awesome things like this show. Hey, it's worth a shot. Now, money is a tool that will help you get most of the things that you need and want. Of course, money is also something that will destroy relationships. Don't ask me why. And finally, if you already have a lot of money and so many other things, then you shouldn't complain about money. I mean, come on. What's the problem? More importantly, what's the point? Folks, that is it for another installment of Weeknight Update. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the ending experiments and enjoy the weekend. I'll see you on Monday. That's the news. And I am Outskis 4x4.
Well, November is here now. That means that Thanksgiving is not too far away. It also means that it's time for the ending experiments.
Thanks a lot, Christian Freites. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the random box with Knuckles.
Can you believe that we're able to get another hour of sleep last weekend? That's awesome. Of course, it doesn't matter because you're up late watching this anyway. So here's another episode of the Random Box with Knuckles. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Random Box. I am Knuckles. Time is always very short, sure. We just gained another hour, but it means nothing if you're wasting it. Here's how quickly time flies. The beginning of the past year felt like only yesterday, and now we're in the holiday season again. 2026 is closer than you think. Time has flown by so quickly that everyone has forgotten about the New Year's resolution from earlier this year. Wait, we always forget about our New Year's resolutions? That's not new. Thanksgiving is less than a few weeks away, and I bet that so many people are getting ready for the big Thanksgiving feast. I'm getting everything that I need for the big Thanksgiving feast too. Of course, Sonic and Amy want to have chili dogs along with the stuffing, a baked turkey, and mashed potatoes, and 3 pies. I know it's weird, but Sonic and Amy love chili dogs, so there you go. Well, I gotta go find Rouge. She and I have to start shopping and cooking if we're gonna get ready for Thanksgiving. See you next week. This has been the Random Box with Knuckles, a production of Casting Shoes and Nick and Knight. When Light TV breaks, we fix it. Wait, chili dogs with a big Thanksgiving feast? That's insane! Then again, Sonic and Amy love chili dogs and each other, so what can you do?
Well, the days are getting shorter, the weather's getting colder, and the nights are getting longer. That's right, autumn is going to be over soon. Meanwhile, winter is almost upon us. Are you ready? Well, ready or not, here it comes. Before we start celebrating the beginning of winter, let's see what you can expect from Nick and Knight next week. Next week on The Kane Factor with Jessica Kane, Jessica will interview Craig Kilborn, Craig Ferguson, Drew Carey, Amanda Bynes, Amanda Pete, and Jane Pauley. Also, Jessica will have an exclusive interview with Jeannie Molly. Jessica is going to have a very big week next week, so you better tune in. Then Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller will be interesting because Ellie and his team will talk about pillows, laundry detergent, robes, napkins, and soup. I know, the topics are odd, but grow up. Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller is not like any other late night talk show. Watch those shows and several other shows next week on Nick at Night. When late night TV breaks, we fix it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to see will shock you. I'm playing with you. It's only another episode of Funny Sticks. There you go.
Have you ever been punched in the face before? No. Ow! Well, now you have. Funny Sticks. Created by GD. When I switch this, it's gonna turn nighttime. Now I'm gonna switch it back into day. What's that? Ah! Well, what gives you weapons? Ah, what a nice day. What the?
So, a couple makes $28,000 a month, but the couple still isn't happy? Money can really make things weird for everybody. Don't ask me why. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to answer an important question. What did we learn? So what did we learn? Well, we've learned that money doesn't make people happy, and we've also learned that you need to check your finances. We gotta move, but here it is, your musical performance time performance. And now, it's musical performance time. It's musical performance time again, folks. How many of you can remember this song? That was musical performance time. Now, stay tuned for Kadabra the Magic Bunny.
Live from Candy Bar Tunes and Casting Shoes, it's the Kadabra the Magic Bunny Show! And now, the star of the show, Kadabra the Magic Bunny!
Nice to see you guys again. This next magic trick is gonna be called the water suspension trick. Okay, I got a water bottle and a glass. Look at that. The cardboard is still on the cup. Now watch as I remove the cardboard and the water doesn't leak. Ta-da! Ow! Well, folks, that will do it for this week's episode. I'll see y'all real soon when my foot is better. Bye! Today's trick is more like a ice cube suspension.
Join us again next time. Same Kadabra time, same Kadabra show.
You can always trust your mind to the folks who are behind your brightly glowing TV screen. Who knows what you could find? Get it right every night, Nick at Night.
Yes, that's right.